Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is Rakimi, but you guys can call me Raki. And today I have a different idea of a video, something like background drawing, maybe like a semi-study, I guess. Yeah, it's a study actually, now that I think about it. This is a watercolor sketchbook, I think. I'm not really sure any big details about this. I don't have anything in this sketchbook besides this page, and I think I had something else, but I might have cut it and put it somewhere else, I think. I'm not sure what I drew here, I forgot. But this is like a year-old sketchbook, and I don't have anything really crazy. Maybe just these backgrounds. I always like to test the watercolors or whatever I'm using back here, but other than that, there's nothing really crazy in this sketchbook. Maybe just a few markings here. But I do want to use the sketchbook more. So besides the first page, it's a gouache painting from, I don't know, I like that I never put the year, like I'm just like never I'm always stuck in that same year. I guess it is from 2024, 2023, I'm guessing. But yeah, I want to go back to painting more things like this, if you can tell. Hopefully the light is not so bad. But anyway, so today I wanted to do something different, so I went out, guys. So I usually like taking walks and just like walking and taking pictures. I like to take a lot of pictures, mostly of nature, right? Organic stuff and things like that, flowers. So I have a lot of pictures, and this one in particular kind of seemed like a GHIBLI, whatever you guys like to call it, GHIBLI, I like to call it GHIBLI. It kind of gave me that vibe, mostly because of the colors. It has like, you know, a lot of gradients here. What is she doing? She's drinking water. Because she's drinking water. Yeah, I have a little water down here just in case. She likes to hang out with me, so I just put the little water down there for her. Anyways, so I decided to do something like this, like a study of my own style of replicating this. And let me see if I can find the other things that I wanted to do. So I'm not gonna do this, but I wanted to do like my style of a study and a study based on GHIBLI art. So I was thinking of some different artworks of Hayao Miyazaki. So maybe some of these. I mean, I'm not really sure yet, but I feel like the Ponyo ones, because of course Ponyo, if you ever watched the movie Ponyo, it's mostly based in like water and the ocean. This is from Howl's Moving Castle, and so as this one, but it's not really like an ocean, and kind of related to the other image I showed you. This was kind of like the closest, so I'm not really sure if I can make this work. I try to look for other ones, but it's a bit hard. But I either might go with this one or this one, but I'm not really gonna focus on the GHIBLI right now, because if I do the GHIBLI first, then I'm gonna get inspired or like influenced by the GHIBLI one. So I'm going to sketch my actual picture first, paint it, and then go to this one too. Or I don't know which one I should do. It has water, but I don't think it has the same vibe. I kind of wanted to give the same vibe, so I might actually have to go with this one. Unless I found something similar, I might do that, but for now this is the closest one I could kind of find. So to see if there's like a big difference, or because of course from what I noticed, Hayao Miyazaki references a lot of life. He actually, or either the people that work there either visit the places, or he kind of just gets inspired because he goes out and sees stuff. So I'm pretty sure all this is like inspired by life, you know. So I kind of wanted to like see the difference between your reference and GHIBLI from you know, Hayao Miyazaki. So yeah, I mean, they're pretty nice. I see a lot of artists like to do like studies of Hayao Miyazaki, or just in general GHIBLI or anime. So I wanted to try that today and see how it turns out. So yeah, let's go into this. I'm gonna start sketching the first one, I'm just gonna do like some rectangles here, like 2 of them. So this might just be like like this. But yeah, that might be a little fun. But anyways, let's get back to this. So here's the beginning of my first drawing. I'm starting off with a sketch of my this picture I took while I was taking a walk. I thought it was a really good picture, so this is why I started to this is why the video is even here to begin with, because of the picture. It kind of reminded me of a Ghibli scene. So I started off with a kind of like a semi-sketch with some shading, but it wasn't super thought out. I just kind of like shaded some of the shadows, but the problem with the painting or the picture was that they have a lot of I just skipped a little bit. I probably forgot to record, but there was a lot of shadows, but there was some shadows in the back that were like how do you say this, like merged with other shadows that didn't make sense. So if you saw the picture, you notice that it's not exactly to the T, right? But it's my interpretation of the picture, and I tried to get really close to the colors in the picture, and I ended up like really liking my end result. I mean, I could have kept working on it at the end, but there's some point. You get to a point where you're like, okay, this looks like decent. Like I could leave it like this, and I wouldn't be bothered by it. So I'm not doing a masterpiece over here. This is mostly like a study for myself, because I've been meaning to do something like this. I see a lot of artists do this online, and I've always seen people do studies of Ghibli movies and Ghibli scenes. So I decided to do something like this, but one picture is a actual real picture of a place or something, and the other one I'm gonna be drawing next is an actual Ghibli painting. But yeah, this is a little bit of this not slow mo. This is actually the real time of how I'm painting this. But yeah, I just wanted to show you how slow the process is, or how slow it could look to other people. To artists, maybe it could be a little faster or a little slower. I recorded this like weeks ago, so I don't remember how long it took, but it definitely took me a few days. But I only worked on it like a few hours every day, so it wasn't like, oh, I took like 3 days making it. No. And yeah, anyways, the second one is a Ghibli one. It's from the movie Ponyo. I had like some different, I think I showed in the beginning of the video like some of the other references I was gonna do. So I ended up, of course, going with the Ponyo, just because it had like a different contrast with the real place I was doing. So I kind of wanted to make it like a little bit different, not just be like maybe it could be similar in some way. Just the theme in general is just like, it's water, so I was kind of having fun. And I had more fun drawing the jellyfish ones, even though it was a little more trouble because it's imitating somebody else's style. But it's fun to see how I'm not exactly sure who exactly painted this scene, obviously. But I'm gonna give credits to Hayao Miyazaki. Oh my god, this part was so like I'm just waiting there like, what color is it gonna dry? It turned out just drying a little darker than usual. But yeah, that's what gouache is. Sometimes you gotta experiment a little before you do that. But this is exactly, if you want to show anybody what gouache is like, that is literally the perfect example. You just put a picture and you see it just turn into a different color from what you place on the paper. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, like whoever made this like painting or the scene in specific, I mean, of course it's different because I'm only painting one like still picture, while the animators had to actually animate the whole thing. So of course, if you compare the real one to mine could look just a little bit better because I'm just doing one scene. But animation is a whole different thing, and animating it and having the efforts to do all that is really different. So of course that's what I gotta throw out there, right? So shout out to Hayao Miyazaki and their team for always doing amazing work. Even though it's all animated, it's way more work. And I noticed that a bunch of the jellyfishes had like different patterns in the head. I didn't even notice in the first time I watched this painting or the first scene. Yeah, it was fun just realizing the difference that you find in when you see a scene and you actually have to replicate it. You notice a lot of things. So it was interesting to tackle that. But anyways, besides that, if anybody, I wouldn't know what to tell you about what's my favorite Ghibli movie. I'm gonna call it Ghibli. I'm sorry if you guys call it GHIBLI or something else. I've just been calling that my whole life, so I'm not gonna call it something else, right? Because, but yeah, I call it Ghibli, so sorry if I'm saying it like that. But I'm not exactly sure if I would have a favorite movie. But Ponyo was definitely a really cool one, but I might have to be basic and be like, oh, I love Spirited Away, but it's like one of the first movies I ever watched, and I was like, dude, that is so sick. And I just love Haku and Chihiro. I just love the movie. But I mean, every single movie is amazing. I think only having watched a single one of the movies, and I still have to watch it because my cousin recommended it to me. But I still have some things to do for that. And yeah, so I think I'm coming here to an end. Actually, the thing that made it like better was these little lines. I think one jellyfish had like these little lines, and I started adding into a few of the jellyfishes there. And I was like, dude, this is literally making the whole thing a little better. But yeah, hopefully you guys also like my palette thing over here, where you can kind of see like the colors I'm switching up. I know a lot of people like to see that, so hopefully that's a little interesting. I should have pushed my my paper a little to the side and let the other paper, I mean the colors, you'll be seeing a little more, but then it wouldn't be on the middle, so I don't know. Hopefully it's not too bothersome. Anyways, I wanted to apologize for not uploading in a few weeks. I was out in kind of like in a vacation with my cousin. She came to visit me in Spain, and I will be uploading a vlog after this video, like maybe in a week after. It's like a 30-something minute video, and I did a lot of fun things. So if you guys like vlogs, I hope you are excited to watch that. If not, then hopefully you just are hyped about the next painting I will be doing or something else. But yeah, anyways, also these little dots were so cute. I really like making those little dots. You can see I took a little more time doing the second painting, and I think it turned out way more interesting than my realistic rock painting. But I mean, it's just rocks and water, what do you expect? But I think I liked both of them a same amount. And yeah, so hopefully you guys like the vlog. I don't really talk in it. Hopefully I'll probably just do a little voiceover, but I'm not really sure about that. I'll probably just like text, there's like those aesthetic vlogs that people do about their Japan trips and stuff like that. I'm gonna make one like that, but of Madrid, Spain. So I did a lot of like weed stuff. I barely did anything that was iconic to Spain. I mean, I went to visit some things here and there, but it was mostly weed things for some reason. I don't know why I did that, but anyways. And yeah, that was the end of this painting. Both paintings. I'm just taking off a little tape. And yeah, I don't know if you guys are excited for excited. Why? Oh my god, I was gonna say, aren't you guys excited for the new IDV collab with Free Ren? Like everybody, like every fan, every person that watches this knows what that is. Oh my god. But I'm totally excited. I'm just like showing my excitement. But anyways, yeah, I'm excited for the collab they're gonna do with Free Ren. So if you like Free Ren and you've never heard of the game IDV 5, I don't know what you guys kind of call that. They're having a collab. They always have collabs with big animes like Persona 5. This is not sponsored. I just like the game. Right now they're having a summer event and it's really fun. I've been playing that game. But anyways, this is Mika's, and yeah, hopefully you guys have a fun time. I think I will be drawing something anime related soon after this video. After the collab. After the vlog and this video. So thank you for watching, and have a good day. Take care.